Hello, Aquarius. Welcome back to the Souls and Stardust podcast channel. I'm Shannon. I'm going to be doing your love and relationship reading for December 2021. But of course, whenever you come across this message, it will be perfect for you. These are meant to be timeless. I am just shuffling, asking what Aquarius needs to know about love and relationship for this time. You will want to probably watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, especially your moon and your Venus, because this deals with love. That will give you a more complete picture of the energy you're moving through and possibly some valuable messages for you. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Colette Baron-Reid Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and then I'm going to use a couple of our own decks that Meo and I have created together for, to round out your reading. So I always shuffle until cards pick themselves, and we are just shuffling for you, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? That card has come up before for someone else, I think Scorpio. Oh, here we go. Someone's got some destiny shit happening. Oh, and we swear. So sorry about that if that offends you, but that's who we are. Okay, just be careful if you've got littles watching. All right, so now I'm using the Your Girlfriend's No-Bullsh Love Oracle, something that Meo and I created together for fast answers regarding love and relationship. There is a link in the description below if you're interested in this deck for yourself. Okay, what does Aquarius need to know about love and relationship for December 2021? Okay. I'm going to see if there are more that want to come through. Whoa, that is several. I'm going to put those back in because that was a big pack of them. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? Okay. Any more spirit? What does Aquarius need to know? I have an Aquarius moon, so I'm excited about this reading personally. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with these two decks first, and I like to start with the red cards. So let's see what these have to say. Okay, be flexible. All right, Aquarius. This card, when it shows up in the reverse, this is definitely a card where you're moving through this energy. Well, you're being reminded that you cannot be too rigid or else you're going to miss the boat on some stuff, right? So this is normally a card about being teachable, like, being the student as well as the teacher, being open-minded, being adaptable without compromising what's most important, right? So, but when this card is in the reverse, this is about being so rigid that you lose access to your ability to grow and experience any untapped potential. And you find yourself in a situation where you're butting heads. So if this is love and relationship, right, this is I'm gonna stand firm in what I want or believe or know to be true or how I'm gonna act, and the other person is doing that too. There's no compromise. Like, this is about seeing how you might need to loosen up and open your mind and heart to new ways of doing things, compromising a bit, and seeing how being more flexible can actually help open avenues for communication or for relating or for discovering new things about each other. So if you're with somebody, this may be, you needing to be more flexible in how you are or who you are, what you believe. Like, there's things that are limiting your ability to open up and to love more deeply. And this, okay, so I'm hearing very clearly, like, whoever is trying to manifest love right now, you're being too rigid in what you actually write down as parameters of what we'll do, right? So like getting the example of like, well, he has to be 6'3", or she has to have this color hair, or this type of body, or this kind of job, right? This, you have to focus more on how you want to feel in relationship, and what are those things that are non-negotiable. Like, I would like someone with a sense of humor. I would like somebody who is emotionally intelligent, someone who has done their healing or is open to doing their deeper healing, someone who is fun and adventuresome, right? Like, you want to focus on those things as opposed to physical features or parameters that could change in a heartbeat, right? So you want to focus on how you want to feel. I want to feel relaxed, at peace, and joyful. I want to feel loved and, able to be my authentic self. So that's for a subset of you, Aquarians that are watching. So this is about loosening up, being like opening your heart and mind to new possibilities, being willing to learn, finding a way to compromise so that it's mutually beneficial, but without sacrificing the things that are super important to you. So like who you are, right? Like the only way to make this work is if I'm not who I am. Well, that's not healthy. So that's something you'll have to address. But this is about being flexible in the things that maybe you haven't been so flexible with before, and being teachable. And, like asking your ego to step aside a bit. Like feels like for some of you, this is a bit of a lesson in ego, and how to have your ego take a seat while your heart leads for a little while, and being really humble and having humility when it comes to relationship, and that open, vulnerable softness that comes from that. Okay, so the Fates card, I love this card. I love, love, love this card because it's all about destiny, fate, karma, where you are, acceptance that things, there are things you can't change, and knowing what those things are. This is the epitome of other people are who they are, and you, if you are in relationship with them, you need to accept that. You need to not change them, and you need to also understand that you don't have to change the core of who you are in order to make someone else happy or comfortable. There are things that we have to do in relationship that is compromise, especially when it has to do with like unhealthy patterns and behaviors. Like, we are meant to heal so that we can know love more deeply and experience that, especially unconditional love. But this is also just, this is speaking to accepting someone for who they are and choosing to love anyway, and trying not to make them something that they're not in order for it to be more comfortable for you, or vice versa. If someone's asking you to change the core of who you are in order for them to be comfortable, that's not healthy, and it's not fair for us to ask somebody that we're with to do that as well. So being very honest with ourselves about how we try to mold people into something that fits our view, or how they should be, so that you can, in relationship, avoid discomfort or keep you more comfortable or them more comfortable, right? So be very honest with yourself about how that might be happening, and how being too rigid in that is playing a huge role in stagnation in relationship, or preventing you from actually calling in somebody who is a beautiful match for you and who can encourage growth within you in very positive ways. Wow. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say about this. Whatever you can't change, you have to accept that. And this is about learning love, like unconditional love, learning how to let love be there regardless if that person fits your ideal or not, right? It has to be healthy for you. You have to really keep that in mind, that this has to be healthy. Or if there are things you need to both work through, can you both do that in ways that lead you to something that's more healthy? But this is about choosing to see someone for who they are and accept them, you know, letting go of our rigid ideas of what that needs to be, our expectations, and opening our heart to this love because they are who they are, and inviting that in, right? If you're calling somebody in. So, and understanding too that, you know, whatever you're in, particularly Aquarians that are in a relationship, it's fated. This was fated. So this card is a fate card. It's a destiny card. It's saying that whatever you're in, or whatever you're soon to call in, Aquarians, that this is something that had to happen because it's teaching you very important, crucial lessons about love unconditional, about growth, so, and your capacity for opening to love unconditional. That's the epitome of why we're here in these human bodies, really, is to learn how to love. So this is a beautiful reading for you, but you have to accept your responsibility in opening to that, becoming less rigid, seeing where you are limiting yourself in your own growth or limiting another person because of rigid ideals. And that usually comes from some kind of fear, right? Fear of not being good enough, or fear of like not conforming, or you know, if you're uncomfortable, that's a bad thing. But really, transformation, like the best transformation, happens in the spaces of discomfort. So let go, allow this to unfold. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the Girlfriend's No-Bullshit Love Oracle has to say. Oh, what did I just say? Let go of the need to control. So be more flexible, more flow, less force. This is your ultimate, this is a destiny lesson, right? Like you were destined for this because you needed to learn this lesson of letting go of control, of allowing, being less rigid, being more flexible, allowing your heart to open and expand and learn through this place of discomfort. Okay, get to know each other, see where this goes. So some of you may be in something very, very new, and it's teaching you a hell of a lot about yourselves and what's comfortable and what's uncomfortable for you. I want to encourage you to pay attention to what's uncomfortable, because that's where the growth is and that's where the healing is. Just always ask yourself, why? What is this teaching me about myself? What is it that I need to know or pay attention to? Why is this feeling the way that it is? And then answer yourself very honestly. But for some of you, you're in this space with someone new, and it's fated, okay? For some kind of lesson. It may not mean that you're like together forever, but it definitely means that you are meant to be learning about yourself in a new way. And for a few of you, this is like you're like entering into something with somebody that is like, they're not your typical type. You're very surprised by that, and you like, it's just shattering these expectations or these ideals that you have left and right. And so Aquarius, that can be hard on you because you're going to be really in your thoughts, like your mental patterns about that. But just get to know each other and see where it goes. Let go of the need to control, or let go of your rigidity. Also, don't settle. Ask the universe for what you truly want. So for those of you manifesting relationship, has to be first and foremost. I started out saying that, right? So I drew those cards. I didn't know what those cards said, but I said, okay, some of you watching this is about manifesting and being too rigid in what you're asking for, how you're asking for it. So ask for what you truly want, but you need to focus on how you want to feel and what's really important, those non-negotiables, because that partner could show up and be nothing like you expected them to look, but they're your dream come true, right? You just had no idea. So be open to that. Okay, I'm going to shuffle our Quickies deck and see what else clarifying. What else does Aquarius need to know about their situation? Oh my gosh, this is a bunch of stuff just popped out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these two flipped out right away, of course, and make a move. You're getting the green light here. Okay, so this is you needing to step into that honesty with yourself, This is, of course, is saying, okay, whatever you're in it because you need to be in it. And this is about learning. This is about lessons. It's destined. There's something really important that comes from this. Just keep asking yourself, why? Why do I feel this way? What is this showing me? That's how you're going to learn the lesson. And for some of you, this is about making the move, right? Step into it, whatever it is, step into it, because it's destined, it's fated, and see where it goes. Get to know each other. Some good stuff happening for you, Aquarius. Lots of healing. Okay, I'm just grabbing my tarot card, my tarot deck. What does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for December 2021? What else does Aquarius need to know? What else does Aquarius need to know? Okay, well, I got two cards that are, see how they're just poking out right there? I'm going to pull those and see what they are. Oh, High Priestess in the reverse and Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, that is shadow energy. That's when they're in the reverse, that's energy that you're resisting something. High Priestess in the reverse is about fear of your own intuition, not paying attention to your inner voice. Okay, Aquarius, we can be caught in our heads. I'm an Aquarius moon, so we can be caught in our heads quite often, but it also makes us very intuitive. Aquarians can be very intuitive. This can be keeping secrets, not being honest with yourself about what you want and need. It could also be hidden agendas. It could be using your words in hurtful ways. So that could be like gossip or untruths. Really, you know, when this is in the upright, this is about really being connected into your psychic abilities, your visions, your intuition, serendipity. So in the reverse, this is about, you know, resisting that stuff. So let go of the need to control, like get out of the mental place and into the heart. So the heart is all about flow and allowing things to happen and unfold. This is telling you the same thing. You need to get into your intuition. You need to get down into the heart space. You have all the answers that you seek. You just need to go inward and find them. So this is Spirit saying, follow your intuition. Get into the heart space. Feel it in your body. Be flexible. You're going to be in this space of like discomfort as you're transforming. And this is a fated relationship. Whether it's happened yet or you're in it now, you need to really listen to what the answers are, the guidance is for you, because this is ultimately about your growth and transformation. The Two of Cups in reverse. So that's a love card. It's relationship card. It's sometimes, it's romantic partners, but it can be all kinds of partnerships. It's a soulmate energy card, actually, which would be beautiful for the fated card that we have. It's passion and kindred spirits, connection that feels really good. Can be sometimes marriage. In the reverse, it's emotional blocks, reluctance or resistance to vulnerability and opening up into love, not being open to receive love. So, man, Aquarius, this is about opening your heart. Let go of the need to control. You're not going to be able to control this. Be flexible, opening up. I mean, I even think I said with this card, open your heart and your mind to this. Like, be open. So this is about opening to receive love, learning love in a new way. It's also healing any past trauma that's resulted from love, any kind of patterns or wounds that have been established as a result of relationships. Again. In a fated relationship, we encounter soulmate energy because they agreed to help us learn about ourselves, the important lessons, right? Wherever you are, whoever you're with, or whomever you're calling in now when you get this reading, It's faded, and it's about learning how to love. I think I said that. Learning to love on all its levels. That's why we're here. So this situation that you're in or you're calling in, you got to dive in, because it's about learning yourself in a new way and learning how to love and learning to open and love and knowing you're worthy of it. Okay? Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I love this for you, Aquarius. Please let me know in the comments below how this resonates for you. Of course, like and subscribe if you feel called to. Share it with anybody that you feel will benefit from this. Again, you can find out how to contact us in the description below. Visit our website if you'd like one of our decks. There's a link to it directly. Reach out to us on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, Aquarius, I love you, and I will talk to you soon.